Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It is Thursday, July 31st, 2025, and my name is Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here, whether it's your first time or you're coming back. Thank you very much. Again, welcome. Hello to Julie, first one here over on YouTube. Yay, good morning. Thank you, Julie. Sue, good morning. From smoky Green Bay, Wisconsin, Canadian wildfires causing air quality issues for us, which means I get to stay inside and craft. So plus and minus there. Sue did not know about the Canadian wildfires either. So, okay, everybody be safe. Becky, good morning. Hilda, good morning to you. Ramona, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Lori, good morning in Minnesota, liked and shared. Julie, good morning. Or thanks for sharing, I should say. I already said that. You were the first one here. Good to see everybody. I hope you guys are finding the video over on Facebook and YouTube. I was gonna talk about the weather. It is going to be 102 today here in Texas, where I am, and so we reached the 100s this week for the first time this summer, which is crazy that it took this long. But anyway, so hope you are staying cool wherever you are or safe from whatever weather craziness is going on. Sandy, good morning. Good to see you as well. Okay, so again, my name's Jennifer Cotton. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and that means, like I said, I teach people how to do card making, scrapbooking, gift packaging, and more. And I've been doing that for 23 years now. So now for me, this is my full-time business, and that means I offer lots of stuff, these weekly free videos, in-person events. All my events are offered to go, retreats, cruises, and more. Like, I can't even think right now, but I offer lots of stuff. So, I feel like this camera's a little high. There we go. Cindy, good morning. Terry, good morning. Oh, Lori's trapped by the same smoke in Minnesota also. Man, I I haven't had the TV on too much today, so I didn't hear about all that. Good morning, Cindy and Terry. 100, hello, 100 degrees exactly, and thanks for sharing, Cindy. Um, okay, I'm gonna put this thing on the screen real quick. Yes. Today, later today, I will add timestamps to this video over on YouTube, and that will allow you to skip around to the part of the video that you want to watch. So straight to the stamping, the straight to the specials, whatever it is. So make sure you check out those timestamps if you want. That will be on replay, obviously. And then tomorrow, I will add a link right up here in the corner that will take you straight to my blog, stamptherapist.com. And that's where you can go. It's like a hub of info for me. So you can find out about Stampin' Up! Special class registration links, class information, ordering like a link to my website where you can order all the stuff. Just stamptherapist.com. So that will take you there. You can always just type that in, but I'll put a link on this video in YouTube tomorrow. Okay, so we have that going on. I'm clicking to remove this and it's not removing. Okay, let's go. Move, move. Get off the screen. Okay, there we go. Many air quality alerts this summer, Lori. Ugh. Jackie, good morning to you. Okay, so I'm going to jump in and start talking about my upcoming events. I have a few things coming up, not as many as recently, because a bunch of stuff just ended, and then I will have more coming up, of course, soon. But anyway, I just realized I didn't even do my checklist before the video, so hopefully I didn't forget anything or lose anything. Anyway, upcoming events. So all of my events are going to include a PDF tutorial. We will cut, die cut, punch, and emboss everything possible. Unless otherwise stated, you'll probably need to own the featured bundle dies. And you'll cut those, but we'll cut the rest and emboss whatever. You can get the tutorials only anywhere in the United States, or, I mean, anywhere in the world, I'm sorry. or you can get the class packet anywhere in the United States. My team, of course, gets my tutorials free. And then one little other thing is if I include designer paper or a kit in the class fee, you're going to cut those pieces yourself with the detailed PDF tutorial with all those measurements. Linda in Idaho just got back from walking, fixed your breakfast, and now ready to watch the video. Yes, high temps only 90s in your area of Idaho. Not bad. Not bad. All right, so upcoming events. We have my 4 monthly classes are coming up. This will be in August. I selected the product I'm going to be using, and you can go read all about it right now at stamptherapist.com, my blog. Go to events at the top, and I've posted them all there. I'm very behind this month. I have not set up registration links yet for those, nor done my email, typed the email that's supposed to go out tomorrow. That's probably not going to happen this time. So the email will probably go out by Sunday or Saturday night, probably Sunday, which is what, August, I don't know, let me check the calendar, August 3rd. Anyway, that'll be my monthly newsletter where I tell you about all of the upcoming events, and I'll put all the links. But just a little heads up, every month I do 4 classes all at one time. You can come take them in person or to go. And in person, they will be August 16th, mailed by August 18th. This is in person in DeSoto, Texas. So if you're local, you can come join us in person. We would love to have more people there. And there's 4 classes you can take: card class, scrapbook class, wall art class. Where's that one? Right there. And there's a 4th one, stamp a stack class. Okay, so you can take all 4 of those. Card class will be offered free with an order the week of the event, or you can come take it in person. And I'll tell you more about these next week, like details of what I'm using and all the stuff. But card class is coming. You got the dates. August 16th or mailed August 18th. Watch for my email. Make sure you're on my email newsletter, by the way, for lots of reasons. But there's a link right here on Facebook and down here on YouTube right now where you can join my email newsletter and get notified about all this stuff. By the way, as you come on, please give a like, a thumbs up, a heart, say hi, make a comment, even on replay. But right now, if you're watching, that will help get the algorithm to show my video to more people and notify them in both apps, Facebook and YouTube. So that will help me very much. Thank you very much. I'm clicking like on my own video over here on my iPad on Facebook. But if you can give a thumbs up in YouTube, all the stuff, that will help me. Also, you can subscribe, follow, turn on notifications, all those things help me, and of course they'll help you get notified about when I'm live and or post a video as well. Okay, so these 4 classes in person. So I told you about card class. The next 3, scrapbook, wall art, and stamp a stack, which are cards, are clubs, subscription clubs that you can join. And so in my subscription clubs, you can join those right now. Those links are always available. It's not clicking. So I'm clicking to show something on the screen and it's not working. You can always join those anytime. Like, that's a continuous link is my point. Okay, so these clubs include over $20 of merchandise, your PDF tutorial, a gift from me after 6 consecutive months of membership, occasional monthly gifts. Of course, you can build your stamp collection as you go in these clubs by adding on the bundle or stamps we're using at a discount. That's completely optional. And you can cancel anytime. After 6 consecutive months, you get that gift. I'm trying to switch the camera back. But you can cancel after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 18 months, whatever. So you're not obligated to stay in for that amount of time. You do save money. You save $2. I'm going to read my little list. You save $2 over the regular price of a single class. Cancel anytime, occasional gifts, a gift after 6 consecutive months, includes over $20 of merchandise. And of course it includes a PDF tutorial. Okay, so scrapbook is only $32 a month, $30 for club members, $32 for non, only $30, and Again, go check out on my blog what we'll be using, but I'll announce all that next week. Wall art is the 12 by 12 framed art, and I don't have the one from last month over here. I do still have one or two of those available. Can't remember, they're like on a table over there. Using perfectly pairs, but it's 12 by 12 wall art. So that club is $38 a month, or $40 for non-club members. Registration links will be coming out by Sunday. And then last but not least is Stamp a Stack. So on Stamp a Stack, I do have an announcement that starting in August this month, my graphics are not graphicking. I'm clicking the button to put them on the screen, and anyway, it's going to show up in a minute, I'm sure. All Christmas cards starting in August. So August, September, October, November. So join the club now. See, it's switching. Y'all, I'm about to have a meltdown. August, September, October, November. What's the schedule? Christmas, 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 Christmas. It's doing that. It's changing screens because it is catching up to all the clicking I did. See? Okay. So August, September, October, November, Christmas, 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 Christmas. So if you want to make a lot of Christmas cards, be ready for the holidays, get a head start, join my club now. It's only $38 for club members. You get over $20 of merchandise, and you will make, my gosh, 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each every month. Stop. I'm going to put it back on my face for a minute. Well, supposedly. Okay, I got to write this down to tell StreamYard. I'm writing this down, sorry. Cannot switch back to face, etc. Anyway, what was I saying? Join the club. 8 cards, 4 designs, 2 of each. So 8 times 4 months, 8, 16, 32 cards by November. And then, of course, you'll have leftover components, so you can cut some more bases and other pieces and make more cards with your leftovers. And if you like a particular design, you can make multiples of that one in specific, all the stuff. So join the club now, Stamp a Stack Club. The link is up here right now to join the club. You can join it right now, or down up here on Facebook, down here on YouTube. Okay, so that is the monthly classes. Again, I'm using the Bauble Blooms bundle for Christmas cards this month, but I have all the products I'm using on the blog, stamptherapist.com, right now under events. Okay, I showed these last week that I had these leftover class packets from the camp with Genevieve, and I still have one of this one left, the Cheers and Sips. It is $20. You will need to provide your own designer paper and ribbon and embellishment, and you will get everything else cut, as you can see, and embossed, ready. Let me try to, and die cut. Anything that's not part of the suite the bundle, the Cheers and Sips. So this is the Cheers and Sips bundle. You'll make 6 cards, $20. That is a discount. That's cheaper than my normal 4 cards for $20. You'll get some watercolor paper in there. You will get PDF tutorial. And again, you need to provide your own designer paper and your own embellishment and ribbon to complete those 6 cards. So I have 1 left. First come. By the way, let me catch up on comments. Landa, good morning. Good to see you, Landa. Everybody say hi to Landa. She moved away from me, so tell her hi. Rosa, good morning. Seal, good morning. Viewing from a very humid Pennsylvania. Yes. Tina, I'd like to try 1 month without subscribing. 12 by 12 wall art, no problem, Tina. I'll write your name down. I don't remember if I have your email or contact info, so if I don't, you can email me, jennifer@jennifercotton.com. But anyway, 1 time wall art. So I should have that link set up by Sunday. I just haven't had time to set it up yet. And then you can register for that wall art class as a one-time thing. And then if you like it, you can join the club. Now, I will say, if you want to save the $2, you can just join the club and then you can cancel it immediately if you want. But anyway, Sandy, good morning. Oh, Sandy saying hi to Landa. Yes, Mary and good morning. Everybody saying hi to you, Landa. Read the comments. At least, where's Landa? On Facebook? Where were you? Yeah, on Facebook. No, Landa's watching on YouTube. So, Landa, Mary Ann is saying good morning to you over on Facebook. Tina is in hot, muggy Maryland. Everybody's hot and muggy. I can't get my thing to work. Linda Mansky, good morning in Mansfield. Okay. All right, so we talked about that. VIP catalog kickoff. Okay, so let's see if this graphic wants to work with me now. I tried to show you that one earlier. I know you got a glimpse of it. Now I'm going to click forward. There we go. VIP catalog kickoff. This is a free virtual event. Anyone who's ordered from me in the last 12 months or is a current club member will be invited to attend. It's on Facebook. There will be a special Facebook group I will invite you to join if you qualify. So make sure you qualify. You can just go online and place an order with me right now if you haven't in the last 12 months, or join a club. And there will be up to 14 exclusive videos featuring the brand new product that we demonstrators got to see the catalogs yesterday. They are great. You're going to be very excited. There's some really great product coming. So make sure you are in. Now my team, of course, will get to come to this event as well. So make sure you're either a team member or have ordered from me in the last 12 months or have, a current club member. Those will get you the free invite to watch these videos featuring new products from the new holiday catalog and online exclusives that come out in September for customers right now, for demonstrators right now. We got to see it yesterday. We're going to have a Zoom tonight with my team and Genevieve Coe's team from Canada, where we just ooh and ah over the catalog stuff together, and then we're going to have a team Zoom crafting night after, where we work on anything we want and continue talking about the catalog. And what was I going to say about it? Oh, August 5th is when we get to order the new stuff. We get to order from the catalog and the new online exclusives, which we also got to see. They're amazing as well. If you like pets, you're going to like it. If you like animals, you're going to like it. If you like Christmas trees, snowflakes, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so you can join my team. You can join now and then be eligible to order August 5th, or you can join on August 5th and add that pre-order stuff to your starter kit. So lots of perks for joining the team. It's only $99, and no obligation to sell. Sue, good morning. Sue says hi to you, Landa. Oh, Linda said hi, Landa, as well. I forgot to read that part, Landa. Okay, so that's the VIP kickoff, and I haven't sent any customer emails about that yet. I'm just warning y'all that it's coming and let you get a little heads up there. Okay, coming soon. I don't have a graphic for that. My holiday extravaganza is coming. That will be featuring products from the new catalog and online exclusives, and that is coming September 13th. In person, or you can take it to go. I will have stamping demonstrations, display stampers, as well as 8 projects there. So just put that on your calendar, September 13th. If you're local, mark it so you can come in person, and if not, just know you're going to register when it comes out. Don't forget about my crafting cruise coming in January 2025. Graphics are killing me again. There we go. Ooh, it was going back and forth between the last one and this one, so it switched right on time. Anyway, Crafting Cruise, January 25th, 2026, out of Galveston, Texas on Harmony of the Seas. We're going to Roatan, Honduras, Costa Maya, Mexico, and Cozumel, Mexico. And you can still join us. I should have links in this video right now, or I will add it after the video ends. I can't remember. But you will get gifts every day. These are some past pictures. You'll meet lots of cool people, get a matching t-shirt, of course. You can even have dinner with the group. They separate us in different tables, but you'll be with some of the people. And I'm clicking forward on the pictures. It's not working. And you will have your own half a table to crop on all week, on working on anything you want, in addition to our separate class tables. Of course, we have an optional card swap, a bag you'll receive in addition to the gifts. Snacks and food are available 24/7 on a cruise ship. And then our class tables are separate from your crop tables, so you will be able to not have, be so crowded when you're doing your class projects. There's a picture, there it is, of the separate tables. And this year we're also having stamping demonstrations. So I clicked back on my photo, on my face camera, but it's not working. Anyway, we'll have stamping demonstrations as well. So make sure you sign up for that. You can bring anybody you want. They can get the group rate, but they don't have to do the crafting portion. So friends, family, spouses, partners, children, whoever you want to bring, they can come with you. They can't come down to the crop room and sit with you unless they pay for that portion, but they can be on the cruise ship, of course, which there is plenty to do on Harmony of the Seas. Okay, so I will be sending out an email tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So make sure you're on my email list. You can join it right now. Up here, the link in Facebook. Down here, the link in YouTube. Click more or show more in YouTube. Yeah, anyway. You'll also click that to see the timestamps that I'm going to add later in YouTube. I forgot to say that earlier. And in that 9 a.m. email tomorrow, I'm making 4 cards on today's video. And I'm using the awesome, buried currently, sunflower embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I'm making 4 cards today. And, what am I trying to click on? I will send you the recipe cards for those 4 cards tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central. That's the only way to get them, is to be on my email list before 9 a.m. Central tomorrow. They will be emailed out one time. And that's what the recipe cards look like. I make those on mystampinstuff.com. And it has measurements on the left and supply list on the right. So make sure you're on that email list so that you can get that recipe card sent, or all 4 of them in this case, sent out to you tomorrow morning. In addition, there will be information about how to get today's class free in the email. And there will be some class links and stuff in the email as well. So lots of info there. Also, not really info, but a reminder about our in-color sale that's coming. Okay, so that's the end of events. Let's move on to specials. And so for specials, I already talked about the recipe cards. Make sure, if you want to get an awesome box of crafting supplies mailed to you every month to make complete projects, and it's all inclusive, including a stamp set, ink, and all the supplies you need to make the projects. Make sure you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber with me. And then monthly, you will receive an email from me where you get these Paper Pumpkin alternative ideas. There's about 8 different ideas of things that you can do using parts of your kit, maybe with another die, embossing folder, other colors of ink, etc. This is the kit from July. So if you want to get the kit for August, you need to sign up by August 10th with me, or with anybody, but I'm asking with me. August 10th is your deadline. The 10th of the month is the deadline to cancel or subscribe. You can cancel anytime, of course, and you get full PDF instructions, like I said, a stamp set. I don't remember, but I might have one extra of this kit for sale. These are the images in this stamp set. It's called Sweeter With You. So cute. That's actual size right there of these stamp images. A garden green ink spot, and then all of the pieces to make how many cards? I'm not sure. Some cards. 2, 4, 6. It looks like 8 cards. So 4 designs though. That's good. Usually we have 3 designs. So yeah, subscribe, sign up now. You'll get a box in the mail and it'll have all that stuff. It also makes a great gift if you're like, I need to get this, you know, I need to get a gift for somebody. I've run out of ideas. Give them a subscription to Paper Pumpkin. What else could be better? Maybe get them on the cruise with you. Valerie says, 2024 cruise was so much fun. Thank you, Valerie. You're welcome back anytime. Thank you. Speaking of cruises, I'm heading to Alaska on a cruise this weekend. Sue, yes, have fun. I've already found a couple of things I need from the upcoming holiday catalog. Sue says, yes, definitely. More people saying hi to Landa. Corinne, good morning to you. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, just a reminder, as you come on, give a like, a thumbs up, a share. It will help me out. It says I have 4 likes so far. I'm not sure if that's really accurate. But if everybody watching right now just clicks the thumbs up button, that will help me out. That'll give a lot of thumbs ups. Okay, what's next? So I already mentioned this, but demonstrators, as we've said, got to see the holiday catalog yesterday. Stampin' Up! Gave us a few images, ooh, hello, that we could share. No, I don't want that actually. I clicked it again, so it's probably going to go back to my face in a second. Yep. And this is one of them. I think this is the back cover of the catalog. But look at this hint of what's coming, y'all. The gingerbread man. The gingerbread man, so cute. Look at that little squirrel. Look at the snowflakes. Look at the trees. Look at it. Look at it. So, I just want to remind you, if you want to see it now, just join my team. It's so easy. $99, you get $125 in anything you want. You also will get to see the new online exclusives. And even better, we get to order them August 5th with our discount. And of course, we earn rewards with our own orders. So we earn the rewards. We get our discount. We get our discount on top of sale prices, which we're going to talk about in a minute. A sale coming August 5th as well. So all the stuff. I just thought about a question which might be addressed in Stampin' Up. Or, yeah, a question I have is, let me look at this sale coming up, the in color sale. If you can add these items to the starter kit. Yeah, I don't know if it says that, but I bet you can. Like, so there is a sale coming August 5th, which I'll talk about in a sec. And I bet you can add those discounted items to your starter kit to make even more bang for that $125 for only $99 with free shipping. So, hey, Hannah. You have 10. Oh, thank you, Hannah. Okay, so it's not accurate. And that's a StreamYard thing. So, thank you very much for telling me there's 10. I appreciate that. Definitely. Okay, so don't forget, every time you place an order, $20 or more, you get 10% rewards that get deposited into your account. And you can spend those anytime you want. They expire in a year, all the stuff. So don't forget about that. And then our last chance products are being updated August 5th. So on August 5th, you're going to want to go to the website, my store, whatever you go to, and click, specials, last chance, whatever it says, and see what has been added. Also, things that were already there might be more deeply discounted. All of that happens August 5th. It happens every other month on the even months of the year, and it's usually the first Tuesday. Anyway, so that's August 5th. So check out the last chance lists on August 5th. Those are while supplies last. Some things can sell out super quick, like almost immediately. So check that out. And then August 5th is our in color sale. So this is the 2025 to 2027. I'm clicking the button, y'all. In color sale. Sorry. Thank you, computer. 2025 to 2027 in color products, 15% off August 5th through 31st only. Now, it's only those in colors, so not the old ones that we can still buy. And it's select products, but I have gone through, there will be a page that you can shop on my online store on August 5th, but demos have access to it now, and there are 70 items on these pages. 70. It's only these items, so if there's something you think it should be, I don't know why, but it's not. It's these items. Of course, all the ink pads, all the cardstock, all the ribbon, and the accessories that include these colors, plus all these products. So I just did some quick screenshots. There are some kits on there. There are scrapbooking workshop kits. There's the gorgeous Floral Charm 12 by 12 designer paper, which we are using in our upcoming retreat. That paper's gorgeous. And I was going to pull all these products, and time got the best of me, so I didn't pull any of them other than what I'm using on the video today. Again, more kits. There is, of course, all your ink refills. So if you haven't bought these new ink colors yet, now is the time. The Boho Vibes 6x6 designer paper, the Painterly Pears, beautiful, gorgeous designer paper, 15% off of all of this stuff. And no limit, but it's while supplies last. That was just page 1. Let's look at this one. We've got an Memories of More kit, the extraordinary Flora washi tape. Goodness, let me talk. All the two-tone cardstock in these colors. The Kintsugi Inspirations 12 by 12. That's a $16.50 designer paper. That'll be 15% off. Again, no limit, but while supplies last. So, if you're a demonstrator and you're doing classes with these, order them early on August 5th. Order on day 1, just in case. We don't know. There's some Good Times Memories, mix and match ephemera. Of course, all the Stampin' blends, 15% off. Stock up. Sometimes they can dry out. Muted palette dots, the in color designer paper, Floral Impressions designer paper. I'm over here struggling without the glasses. The Floral Impressions, why is it on there twice? Floral Impressions, Florals in Bloom, that's different. Florals in Bloom. The markers, the in color markers, y'all get the idea? So much stuff. The paper bouquet kit, the celebratory sips designer paper, love that one. That's in, I gotta write that down. I'm using that for the wall art this month. I didn't tell y'all that, but I am. Let me write it down because I gotta order it. First thing, celebratory sips, order August 5th. I'm afraid this stuff's gonna, go on back order. Okay, of course, demos only can order the cloud cover ink pad, but that will be on sale as well, but only demonstrators can order that one. What else we got? Here's the last page, the On The Go 12 by 12 designer paper, the in color flat pearls, which are temporarily not available, but they will be back during the sale. The beautiful Gallery 6x6 designer paper, the Pack Your Bags twine, the On The Go puffy stickers, the turtly cute designer paper, the strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. Y'all get the idea. It is going to be, there was some foil paper on there as well. It's going to be a great sale. Take advantage. So make your list, go grab your screenshots from what I just showed you, pause the video, whatever. Make your list and be ready to go on August 5th. You should be able to add those to your starter kit if you want to do that, in addition to the new pre-order items, which, by the way, we can order August 5th, so I won't be able to show those it'll be a while till I show those on a video, because I don't think I'm have a live next week. I might, but probably not. And so anyway, the following Thursday on like the 14th is when I'll probably show my pre-order. So it's going to be a while, so y'all just need to go check it out in that demo section. But anyway, yeah, so in color sale starts August 5th. So it's going to be a good one. All right, make your list. Again, you don't have the blends, you don't have the ink pads, you don't have the paper. That's the time to get it. All right, last but not least is my special for today. So starting today, you can get a free class from me with your online order. This is July 31st through August 9th, free class, free. with an online order of $35 or more, you get a free class packet to make the 4 cards I'm going to make on today's video. So, of course, you're going to want to stay tuned and watch those. Now, if that order is $75 or more, you're also going to get 48 sheets of assorted 6x6 retired designer series paper. And if that order is $100 or more, you're also going to get 5 free card samples. So, of course, 100 gets you the 5 card samples, the 6x6 designer paper, and the class packet. You'll earn rewards on all orders of $20 or more, so 10%. So $100 will also get you $10 put into your account to spend on future orders. Of course, I'm sure everyone knows this. I have not had any customers mess this up, but your order amount to count for my specials is after you apply any discounts or rewards. Limit 1 class packet per person, and you will need the featured bundle dies to complete the projects, although you really just need the stamps in this case. You'll see after I make the projects. Okay, so that is my special today. I'm ready to point the camera down, and let's see if I read everything here. Oh, and don't forget, on August 5th, you can save that 15% on the in color stuff, so you can do an order for that, get my free class, all the stuff. All right, I think I said it all, supposedly. Move that aside. I'm going to point the camera down. I will probably need to adjust it, because, as usual. Oh, and I need to switch it this other way, so, camera. Go. Okay. Okay, so I got this cute new thing at Pop Shelf. Pop Shelf is an awesome store. If y'all aren't familiar with Pop Shelf, Pop Shelf, I think it's owned by the people that own Family Dollar or something like that. Anyway, but just check out Pop Shelf if you haven't yet. It's awesome. This was like $8. So I figured I could use it at my in-person events and whatever, but I was like, oh, let me make a little sign for today. In color sales coming, and today's class is free. Isn't that cute? I mean, I know we've all seen these little bullet, whatever these are called, but this is a pretty quality product I got for like $8 at Pop Shelf. So there's your consumer alert of the day. Okay. Also got a couple of cards in the mail recently. I got from, let me fix this. No, I'm blanking out. I know. Oh, Lucy sent me this card. It's got some shimmer on there. I don't know if you can see it. Super cute. She says she's very excited to use her stamp set, and she sent me a check. Yay. Thank you, Lucy. And this one is from Diane Cirrus, and thank you first of all for the beautiful card, Diane. And she also sent me the obituary for Tanya Patterson. She is one of my past team members, and I didn't ever meet Tanya in person, but we talked on email a few times. She was like a lower level team member, which doesn't mean anything. I invite everybody to participate, but anyway, we communicated through email a few times. So anyway, of course, it's always sad to hear someone's passing, and it's been a little bit since it happened, but let's send Diane especially, and of course Tanya's family, our thoughts and prayers, because they were very close, Diane and Tanya. But thank you for Diane for the beautiful card and sending me that. And then I have I just wanted to share this gift that Mary Ann brought. So my team, I have my Silver Elite Team Dinner, which we do once a year in person, in July, I should say. Anyway, we had that this past weekend. We went to a restaurant near here, Mexican food, of course. I posted a little video about it on my business Facebook page. And I give them gifts, but Mary Ann brought us all a gift, and I thought it was really cute and smart. So she gave us some little like files, sanding blocks or nail files, whatever you want to call them. And then in the back of this packet, she gave us some embossed Two Tone Cardstock, which is, this is literally what I'm showing on the video today, this folder and also some Two Tone Cardstock, and you can sand it. And I was like, that's a great activity. Like, you know how you give children the coloring book, like a little sheet of paper to color and some crayons at like a little party favor. What a great little party favor, even just with one sanding block. And then she decorated it with this designer paper, the lavender stuff. And then she gave us all this, a touch of gold mix and match specialty ephemera pack and alcohol wipes, which she said she uses to get ink off of her hands, as well as, which I'm gonna need this today actually, we'll put it to the test, Marianne, today. Also to clean out her paper trimmer, the little I can't think of the word, but the where the hole is, where the blade goes, the thing. She uses it for that, and I can't remember if you told us anything else, Marianne, but anyway, thank you very much. So thank you. All right. Oh, and I have a question. Does anybody recognize this die? Because I found it in where it didn't belong in some other dies, and I don't know what it goes to. It does not have the item number on the back. No, it does not. I feel like it's familiar to me, but I don't know. And I was going to post it in my team, like a picture, and be like, does anybody know about this? And then I didn't, so. Groove. The groove. Yes, Linda, thank you. In the groove. The little alcohol wipe. She says she cleans out the groove on her paper trimmer. Thank you, Linda. Okay, on today's video, I'm making 4 cards. This is the class. You can get free. Today's class is free with $30 plus bonus gifts with $75 and $100. I'm using, the main focus is the sunflower embossing folder, which is this folder. It's the large one. It is 6 inches by 8 1/4 inches or so. It's all sunflowers, really large ones. It's a 3D, so thick, which means it embosses super thick, which I just showed you. Where did I put the gift from Marianne? Right here. I just showed you that piece. I'll just use hers as an example. That's how detailed the embossing is. These little white cracks are because this is two-tone paper, but unrelated. So it's just different sunflowers and leaves overlapping each other. Some are open to the front, some are a little bit of a side view, all the stuff. And it's gorgeous and very tactile. It's very raised up, so you can, it's very good for anyone who needs, I can't think of that word either, but stuff you can touch. Okay. But I'm combining it with the Label Me Grateful bundle. So this is an online exclusive. Sunflower's online exclusive as well, which just means it's just found in the online store. That's all. Everything's in the online store. That's where I go for all my stuff now. If I want to know if we sell something, I don't open a book anymore. I go to the online store. And that's where these are found. But that also unfortunately means they could go away. Like, I don't expect them to go away very soon, but they can go away. This is temporarily not orderable, but don't worry, it's coming back. It's coming back. Let me check the date for you. Refresh. Lots of things came back in stock this week. Notes and totes, gallery blooms. There was another one, I forgot the name now. Okay, what was I looking for? Sunflower. Sunflower, August 11th is the estimated date for this to come back in stock, though, by the way. Something Lilies goes with 6x6 plaid, pink, and toad DSP. Lilies. Is that retired, Mary Ann? Lily pad. Are y'all talking about the... I can't remember if we have an older lily pad. There was one that was Celebration. And then I think one came out after that, and that's the one I can't remember. But let me write down lily pad. That one. Search it for the die. Okay, thank y'all. Okay, so Label Me Grateful is the stamp set. It is 5 images, They're all words. They are in a very, very pretty cursive font. I think, yeah, it's pretty much actual size here on the front of the case, and it's a red rubber stamp. So we have, "You are so appreciated. Thank you. You're the best. A little kindness makes a big difference. So grateful for that heart of yours." It's just like somebody with that really beautiful handwriting that you know that's the cursive. The things, well, untrue. Some words are capitalized, some are not. And "you are so," and then "appreciated" is on bottom, "your," and then "the best" is on bottom, "thank you" is straight across, and then "a little kindness makes a big difference." The words are all stacked, so it's tall and skinny. Same for "so grateful for that heart of yours." So there's that one. And then the matching coordinating dies are these right here. There's 9 dies. One of them is a large label. It's rectangular, but on the long sides they're a little bowed out, and it does have a beveled edge when you cut it. It is about well, with the bevel, 2 1/4 inches by almost 3 1/2. 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. And then the other images in this set of 9 dies are just floral and foliage images that are standalones. So, and I have some samples I'll show at the end that use more of these. I did not end up using any of those dies, just the label. And so I'm just going to pre-die cut that for you when you get your free class kit from me. Blech. Whatever. So, we've got a flower. It kind of looks like a poinsettia. It's 8 petals, pointy, with a line down the center, and then it cuts a few holes in the middle. This is a small 1 1/4 inch flower, and then there's a small, like 3/4 inch leaf with of course it's going to cut those detailed lines where the veins go. Those are both same scale, same size. And then there's a taller, like 2 1/2 inch tall stem with several leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, about 14, 15 leaves that just have a vein straight down the middle, no other lines. And so they're kind of long, skinny leaves. There's 2 of those dies. Then there's this one. It's a sprig, like a stick, whatever, with acorns growing off of it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 acorns growing off of it. This is the only one. So if you want the acorns to be a different color, you would cut it twice, snip off the acorns, and glue them back on. And that little sprig is 2 inches long by less than 1 inch wide. And then there's this one die that cuts out 2 leaves. I feel like these might be oak leaves. Y'all would have to tell me if I'm wrong. So it cuts out 2 of them that are connected to each other. And so they kind of, it's like 2, 3, 4, 5 little sections, and they're kind of rounded, and they have lines down for the veins. Okay, then there's one that's more like a floral, like a wildflower or something type sprig there. 1 3/4 inches tall. And then just a stem with 3 leaves on it. About the same size. Okay, so those are your dies. It's called Label Me Grateful. You can get the bundle and save 10%, or you can get either one individually, of course. And they're in the online store. Alright, so Lily Pond dies. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to write it down. Lily Pond. Is that? It doesn't matter. I'll look it up. I was going to say, is that retired? If it's retired, I probably sold it already. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, yeah, let's get started. Card number one. Super simple. Super simple. So card number 1 is going to celebrate the in colors, first of all. We're also going to get a look at the Two Tone Cardstock. So this is pretty much, well, your packet will have this plus ribbon. When you get the free class packets from me for your orders, you know, here, you provide your own embellishment. So I don't cut little, like 2 gems or whatever. You provide those unless I'm offering where you get a free full pack or something. So anyway, but your ribbon will be cut and in here. But I'm going to use this ribbon, the In Color Faux Linen Darling Duckling is the color I'm going to use on this card, and you'll have a piece of that cut. But look at it, all of these 15% off August 5th. No limit, 15% off. Get what you want, what you need. But I'm going to use that color on this card. And then I'm also going to use the In Color Flat Pearls, the, of course, 2025 to 2027. These right here. And they are temporarily not orderable, but don't you worry, they're coming back. Pearl, they're at the very top, of course. August 4th is their estimated return date. So hopefully before the sale starts. But of course, those dates are estimates, and then it depends on when the truck literally arrives at the warehouse, and then it gets unloaded, and then it gets put on the shelf, and then programmed back into the system. So, got to give them a minute, but approximately August 4th for these, and then they'll be 15% off on August 5th. Okay, so I'm going to use those on this card, and then you will have a basic white card base. It's 5.5 by 8.5, so you take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock and cut it in half. And, oh, the ducks. Got it. Got it. Yes, Mary Ann, I remember now. Okay, perfect. Thank goodness y'all told me where these go. These go with the ducks. I got it. I remember now. I'm thinking lily pads only. Okay. 5.5, 8.5. Take your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, cut it in half. You'll get 2 cards out of 1 piece of paper. So easy to remember. Cut it in half. Once you fold it in half, I'm going to rest the 2 edges against my thumbnail. Match up the 2 corners on the table so that I don't slip and slide when I move it back down. And then do the creasing or folding with my bone folder, so I will have less wrinkles on the inside. You can also score it with our paper cutting tool, paper trimmer. Anyway, that's how you make a card base, and then that will fit into the invitation size envelope, which is Stampin' Up's medium envelope. Really nice quality white envelopes here. Curved edges on the flaps, just super nice material. And then my favorite is this other envelope we carry, the clear medium envelopes, same size, and you can use those as well. Okay, so this card will be portrait up and down. I'm going to set that card base aside. The next layer, you will receive the Darling Duckling two-tone cardstock, so it's lighter on one side, darker on the other, if you can see that, embossed with the sunflower folder. So to use these folders, I think I pre-embossed all of them, but you just put your paper inside. This one I put kind of in the middle, I think. Can't see. It doesn't matter, but I think I put it in the middle. And you put it on your die cut machine on platform 1. Do not put 2 on there. It goes right on top of it, and then you won't use these. You will use this one, number 4, the gray one on top. Make sure that folded in goes into the machine first, and then do not roll it backwards, because you only want the folded in to go into the machine first. So if you run it this way, if you run it this way, 1 time, and then you'll come out with that paper. So that's how you use the emboss. That embossing folder. Our thinner ones have a different sandwich, we call them. And you can place it at different sections of the folder to get the portions of the flowers that you want. And I have these markings on here for a couple of the cards, the other cards today. So I'll show you that if I can remember when applicable. And then I will die cut this white label for you from that label in the Label Me Grateful bundle. Okay, so all you're going to do is take a piece of sanding paper, a sanding block, a fingernail file like the white one I showed you from Mary Ann. I have a sanding block here from Amazon. This is in my Amazon store. The link to my Amazon store is in the video description right now. And on the raised up section, we're going to sand. Our two-tone cardstock is white on the inside. Every in-color two-tone cardstock will be 15% off starting August 5th, while supplies last. And the more you sand, the more white you will reveal. You can kind of angle your sanding to get more in crevices and cracks. Like these leaves are not super raised up, but you can kind of get in there if you want to make more of the color come off. And that's it. Like, this is the whole technique of this card, is just the sanding only. Not doing anything else fancy. I will be doing fancy stuff on my other cards, don't worry. So just sand as much or as little as you want. Have scratch paper underneath. It's going to create a lot of debris, which you do not want all over your work surface. I'm going to get these leaves right here a little bit more. Grab these petals. We're actually covering up the center portion. I forgot. I mean, I didn't forget, but kind of forgot with that label. So, you know, you might want to focus on the outer edges. But that's it. Isn't that a cool look? Like, that's it. Now, let me show you how much debris is created. You see all of that. Of course, some of that might be my particular sanding block. But anyway, just protect your surface because you're going to make some trash and dirt. Let me dump this into a trash can over here real quick. I just keep a particular piece of scratch paper for sanding so that I don't have to always get a new one out. Okay, so there we go. That is that part. Add the embossing folder. Yes, Marilyn. I will give Stampin' Up credit, though, that it took a while to get not orderable. Like, it was out a surprisingly longer amount of time, in my opinion, than I would have thought before it went not orderable, but hopefully it will have no problem coming back on August 11th. Okay, so here's the Darling Duckling ink pad, 15% off August 5th. And then grab the ink, the stamp. I'm gonna say on this card, a little kindness makes a big difference. So this is that one of those tall skinny greetings, because the words are all stacked on top of each other. And so this label will be used portrait direction. By the way, can you see the beveled edge? So it's like fancy. And then I just tried to stamp in the center. I'm a little off, but it's fine. It is red rubber, so for me a little bit harder to center it, but it's like top to bottom, but it's all good. And I stamped it in Darling Duckling, and all good. My comment, Cindy, I see your comment that your comments are not posting. Let me go back. Cindy. Cindy. Yeah, I don't really see any others before that one though, Cindy, so maybe they're not. I don't know. Lori, 2 for $5. Wait, I switch over to Facebook. Purchase my blocks at Walmart, 2 for $5. Right? I'm so confused. 2 for $5. Course. Is that paper thinner than our cardstock, Tina? Yes. Good question. It's not crazy thin, like it doesn't feel as flimsy as paper I've felt from stores, if y'all know what I mean. Well, let me put it by my microphone so you can hear that it's not crazy thin, but I'd say it's just only a tiny bit thinner than our regular cardstock. Just a tiny. Okay. I am going to add adhesive to the back of my two-tone cardstock. I love the two-tone cardstock. I've been using it as soon as it came out for my scrapbooking club. So all of their projects You can turn the sunflowers whatever direction you think. I'm just gluing this piece. I'll have all these measurements emailed out to y'all on the email tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central, so make sure you join that email newsletter, and they will be in the recipe cards in that email. I'm going to use my mini Stampin' Dimensionals on the greeting. I think I was saying something else and I distracted myself, so I forgot what it was. But mini Stampin' Dimensionals on the greeting. I glued the Two Tone Cardstock flat. Oh, I was going to say I've been using it a lot, and I don't think it's a poor quality in any way. I think it's up to Stampin' Up quality standards. It is a different type of paper, though, of course, than our regular cardstock. So, like when you tear it, you'll get the white core. You can use both sides, so it gives you another 40 shades of color, all the stuff. Okay, so I just put that greeting right there in the center. And then I'm going to tie a bow with my Darling Duckling faux linen ribbon. I'm going to do a bunny ears bow. I forgot to say how. So leave it attached to the roll when you can. Of course, I'll cut you a piece for your free class packet. Lots of space in between the two loops. Make two loops or bunny ears, one in each hand, between forefinger and thumb on each hand. Point those fingers at yourself. Have lots of space in between and keep the ribbon flat. If you let go like that, you should not see it twisted and turned like this. It should just be flat. And then take that right loop, cross it over the left one, push that left one down into the rabbit hole. Again, I have not twisted and turned the ribbon at any point. That just helps you have a prettier bow. And then just adjust and fix your bow to whatever size you want. Cindy, you're not sure you're on the correct email list. You might. I'm just saying this might be the case. I can easily check that, Cindy. So I'll make a note. But it might be that you don't know what to look for. So the email will say something. I changed the subject line. I'll write this down. Cindy Tarrant, customer email list, question mark. It will say something like, did you see my video yesterday? Or I think the one for tomorrow says like something just about make for fun cards with me or something. And then when you click on the email, it'll say like, in yesterday's video, I made da-da-da-da-da. How you get this class free? Da-da-da-da-da. Then a little bit down, it's like, you want to see the recipe cards? Keep scrolling. And there's like hands pointing down. So possibly you just don't realize they're in that email, or you might not be on that email list. Again, that luckily is very easy for me to check. So. But they're just, and then it's just links that says recipe card number 1, recipe card number 2. It's like a pink rectangle. So, if that helps anybody else as well. Okay, so the bow is going to be placed with, of course, a mini glue dot. Tie a ribbon around your glue dot so you don't just let, so that this paper does not accidentally unroll and expose all those sticky dots all over everything. And then I like to fold my paper down, expose one dot only, fold it down, literally fold, so that I can press into this as hard as I want, pull it off, and I never touch the dot with my hand. I'm putting that bow down at the bottom right hand corner at an angle. You could, and I played with both ways, you could center it at the bottom straight. But I did that, and then I put the embellishments up at the top left. And so I'm using these in colored dots. Where's my take your pick tool? Somebody stole it. Hold, please. Why? There's no reason it should have been stolen, but we'll discuss that later. I'm going to use this. You get small, medium, and large. Small, medium, and large in every of the new in colors of these super shiny pearls. I'm going to use a medium and a small up here in the top left corner, so that's why I put the bow at an angle on that end. Your emails are easy to use. Thank you, Lori. Yeah, Cindy. And I'll check, Cindy. I wrote a note to check your, you know what I'm saying? Your account. So there's the one I made before. Oh, that bow just got messed up. It wasn't an angle. Hello. Okay, so I also made these cards in, I'm grabbing my samples over here, all of the in colors. So this, the purpose is to show you all the 5 in colors, of course, that are on sale. How pretty the two-tone cardstock looks depending on the color that you start with, but when you sand it, it's just white on the inside no matter what color the paper starts as. We've got our Strawberry Slush, Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duckling here. And then the coordinating buttons, embellishments, and ribbon, of course. So there you go. That is card number 1. Now yours will be Darling Duckling, okay, if you get the free class packet. There is card number 1. All right, now we'll move on to card number 2. Got a nice little container here. This is one of the gifts I gave to my Silver Elites, and I'm using mine for now for just to hold some stuff from this video. Okay, card number 2. Card number 2 is going to be a technique that you may have seen because lots of people are doing it. I have no idea who originated this idea or technique or whatever you want to call it, but y'all may know. You can tell us if you know. But anyway, lots of people are doing it. So I'm going to take my bone folder. I actually saw it from a team member, Shirley. She's a past team member, friend / helper, Shirley. She made a card like this as well with the technique. And mine's just slightly different from the ones I've seen based on the greeting I put on there in the ribbon. But these kind of cards, it's kind of, I'm going to fold my very vanilla card base in half. It's not hard to make it different. I shouldn't say it that way, but they kind of are all the same because the embossing folder is the focal point, and then you put a word somewhere off to the side so as not to block the embossing folder. So there you go. Okay, so we've got our basic, or our very vanilla card base in this case, folded in half. I'm going to set that aside. Then the next layer will be regular cardstock, Darling Duckling, measurements email tomorrow at 9 a.m. Then a piece of very vanilla cardstock. So I believe this is the one where I marked that I wanted it here. On my folder, you can mark this with a Sharpie. It'll come off with it'll come off as you run it through the machine, honestly, but it will also come off with, what am I trying to say? Stays-on remover. So, at the fold, I have the paper up here for this particular card. You can do it wherever you want, but, you know. And then, last but not least, I have a piece of very vanilla for our greeting, and it is die cut with the, I'm going to grab the dies here, Textured Notes dies. One of my dies is missing from here, the long skinny one. We're using it to cut for our team meeting right now. But this is, I think, the next to the smallest rectangle label in the Textured Notes dies. Textured Notes dies. Okay, so that's for our greeting. Which actually, let me just stamp that right now and get that out of the way. I'm going to use Early Espresso ink to stamp my greeting. And this one's going to say, "You are so appreciated." Again, I just love the font so much in this stamp set. That's how I wish my handwriting looked. It does not, though. It's not. Okay, so we are going to use these ink pads. Again, I didn't come up with this technique, so, and you may have seen it before, of course. First, we're going to start out with Pecan let me say it in order. Crumb cake, pecan pie, and early espresso. And you use, so this is the raised up part of the folder, you use the back side. So you turn it over. I'm going to grab this scratch paper just to protect my surface. And what you do is you take your ink pad, you hold it in your hand, turn it upside down, and you drag it from top to bottom across the cardstock. And you start with your lightest color and go to your darkest. So there's step one. I am seeing, I don't know if you can see it, I can't tell if you can see it on the video, but I've done a few cards this way prepping for this video, and the color right here is super light, which means it's soaking up all the ink. And I could either re-ink it or use a spoon or bone folder and push some of this ink up here. Now when you push it from here to there, then this part needs re-inking. So I definitely should re-ink this pad before I do some stamping, probably. But anyway, it's just like stamping. When you put a stamp 50 times in one spot of your ink pad, it soaks up all the ink. Same thing here. But for me right now it's fine. Like, I don't feel the need to add more ink for this card. Okay, I'm just telling you though, it takes it away. Hardly any ink to re-ink it. The next color layer is pecan pie. You do the same exact thing. You're just building up these layers of color. And I'm going to leave that one open. And the last one is early espresso. And honestly, just this alone looks gorgeous, right? You could be done. It looks gorgeous. I wish all cinnamon stands for photopolymer. I know, same, Lori. And again, you can't see it as well here, but if you turn it the right way, you can kind of see it's taking the ink. So, okay, then to add more color, we're going to use sponge daubers. And whatever colors you want, I'm using pecan pie, garden green, and darling duckling, along with sponge daubers. Hello. So I've got my darling duckling one here. This is a sponge dauber. We sell them. And I'm dipping it in. And because of the previous ink, the browns that we put on here, I don't really feel the need to tap it off on my scratch paper first. But normally you would kind of tap it off on scratch paper first so you don't get a harsh circle. And if you're very pressury, you might get a hard circle on here, but I'm not very pressury, so hopefully that won't happen to me. Anyway, we're just coloring the petals with darling duckling. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect. If you go outside of the lines a tiny bit, don't stress out. There is some, what was I going to say? Maybe I'm thinking of my next card. Yeah, nothing. Not my next one, but the last one. Anyway, just wherever you think the yellow petals are, color it yellow. I'm using duckling because why? It's on sale for 15% off. Get the refill, get the pad, get the paper, get the two-tone cardstock. But you could use whatever yellow you want. I would coordinate it though, because I originally used a different yellow on the paper versus the ink, and I didn't like how it looked. Like, I want this to match this. Alright. If you think it's a petal sticking on the side, do it yellow. If you think it's a leaf, do it green. Okay, so there's that. And then garden green for my leaves. Same technique. Just kind of turn it on its side to do small sections. And don't stress out too bad if it's not perfect. Also, what was I going to say also? I had also, let me think. I'm gonna do this section right here. It's like the stem and whatever this bottom part of the flower is called. I don't know what the also was. Yeah, just use the side edge to do smaller sections. Turn it however you need to be able to reach. This is where I got a lot of, not just this one, but the next two techniques as well. I got a lot of ink on myself yesterday making these samples. Pretty good with the green. And then last but not least is pecan pie that I'm using for the flower centers. I was too nervous to do it, but I did Google like sunflower images, and I saw the ones that have like a little bit of a reddish glow, not on the full petal, but on the inside there. That would be very pretty if you could control your ink and do that, of course. But that is it. That's how you color. That's one way to color these. And that's it. You have this gorgeous thing. It's pretty quick and easy. Sponge daubers, drag the ink pads, all good. So now I'm going to glue the card together. Let me grab a sterile alcohol prep pad from Mary Ann. Putting your gift to use, Mary Ann. And even if it doesn't get your hands clean, like where they look clean, it will probably get them where they don't transfer ink to your next project, which is also a plus, right? And if you have any stuff written on your glass mat with a Sharpie, you probably take it off as well. Okay, let me fix this. Okay. So I also did this sample for myself so I can remember this. This is a side note actually, but let me say it. When you put the paper in the folder, I don't know where I'll position this one. Right there. You put your paper in your folder. This is what I call the top or up. So if I wanted the design of the paper facing up, this is what I would get. Up is the embossed part, and then whatever's on the back side is down, which is the debossed part, which is going to matter on, I think, both of the next cards. And then also this is just ink dragging, so if you drag it on the down debossed side, it's a better effect than the upside, but you might want this effect on the upside, so it just depends the effect you're going for. But I wrote these words up and down and then embossed it so I wouldn't get confused. And then I drug the ink. Also, a technique we're not doing today at all is putting ink directly on the pad. So you can just tap an ink pad all over either side, and you'll get a different effect on this side versus this side. I would personally do it on both sides at first and run it through and see right up and down and see which one I like better. Anyway. Okay, you can do that with any embossing folders, of course. Okay, so let's put this card together. I know, Lori, she said, I absolutely love this folder and technique. I agree, it's awesome. Okay, so let me attach the embossed cardstock to the Darling Duckling. I'm going to set it there so I can have a slightly lighter background, or I don't know what, but I can see it better this way. This is a very skinny border on the Darling Duckling there, and then attach that to the card base, Berry Vanilla, And it was very vanilla cardstock that I embossed and did the ink on. I don't remember if I said that, but very vanilla instead of white. I've got my greeting. I'm just going to add Stampin' Dimensionals. So again, it's actually a pretty simple card and technique. If you were making a bunch, you know, that sponging would take a minute, but other than that. So I'm going to put the greeting. Did I glue it? Ugh. I wanted it the other direction. Peel it up. You can make the, I'm going to add a little more adhesive. The flowers go whatever direction you want. And I wanted that large flower at the top left instead of the bottom right. Forgot to pay attention to that. So now when I put this greeting down in the bottom right hand corner, I'm not covering up too much of my flowers, and they still show really well. Okay, then for this one, I'm going to use the, yes, thank you, Nancy. I'm going to use the basic beige classic ribbon. Basic beige classic ribbon. I'm going to make another bunny ears bow. I showed you how to do that on the first card, so do it quickly. It's going to be a smaller bow in general, small-ish bow, whatever we want to say. Hope they do it. Lori, ooh, I don't think they did though. That's a great idea. I can't remember if there were any embossing folders in the catalog. To be quite honest, I only got to look one run through at that catalog yesterday. Too much going on, too much work, but I wasn't stressed because I'll get to look at it with the team tonight. But I don't remember if there was an embossing folder in the catalog. There is some embossing folder in the online exclusives, but again, I didn't. I'm going to really investigate it later tonight. Okay, so my little bow, basic beige, which looks pretty nice with the vanilla, is just going to go down here in the bottom right-hand corner of my greeting, which is on the bottom right-hand corner of my card. Yes, it hangs off. I'll just fold it around when I put it in an envelope. It'll be fine. And because I really wanted all the sunflowers to show. I didn't put any embellishments or anything. That's just it. That is the card, number 2. Also, I want to show you, first of all, here's my first one. So the ink is darker for whatever reason. You can get different effects, re-ink your pad, whatever you want. I may have pressed harder. I don't know what I did different. But I actually did it on a larger piece of paper, and then I trimmed it down. And these strips, like you could do like the full sheet, the 6 and whatever by 8 and whatever, and then cut it up into strips. I just cut these off to make this size piece. However, you could do that for the effect of just using these to make embellishments or make a pattern on your card or something. There's a lot. You can get real creative with these, right? They look amazing, these strips. So there you go. Card number 2. Card number 2. All right. Let's move on to card number 3. Thank you, Julie. Agree, Linda. She says embossing folders can make such a difference. Fun technique. Okay, I think that I came up with this myself. We'll see. I didn't see anyone else in it. We'll see. So, this card, again, hold on. Why? Yeah. I don't know. I got my stuff in a different order. It doesn't matter. It's got a basic black card base. Basic black. We're going to fold it in half. Basic black. Portrait. All the cards today are portrait, up and down. Then you will have this piece of gold foil in your packet. This is where, so it will be embossed for you, but this is where paying attention to the up versus down will be important, because gold foil is only gold on one side. So you will place it gold side down, getting myself confused, in the folder. So gold size down. I think the red mark is for the gold. Look. Yes, the red markings, are they? Maybe not. Oh, no, no, no. The gold doesn't matter. I did 2 gold at one time. So the gold won't matter. You might get a different section of flowers. I'm going to do 2 at one time on the gold. So ignore the markings. But the gold needs to be facing down for this technique. Gold down. Okay, got it? Gold down. Because that's the embossed, the out part, and we want the debossed on the gold side. You can do this with any foil, I think, that'll stand up to embossing. Okay. Now, side note, this is your greeting. You will have a pre-die cut basic black circle, and you will heat emboss your greeting. This one says, "So grateful for that heart of yours." And I was going to do heat embossing on the video today, but I'm not now because I ended up having to pre-emboss this one because I forgot I needed to send this greeting with Karen, who's helping me make retreat gifts. And this stamp is going on a retreat gift. So I'll just show you the stuff I used. And so I had pre-embossed the one on the next card, thinking that I would emboss this for y'all. Well, we don't need to waste time. They're both pre-embossed, long story short. But you got the basics, wow, embossed. Actually, not the basics. Okay, pretend this is, it's over there. I don't want to go grab it. And I need to change that on my instructions. The basics, metallics embossing powder. So many notes today. Basics, metallics embossing powder. Basics, or wow basics metallic. It's not basics, it's the wow metallics embossing powder. Okay, so they'll be like copper, gold, and silver, I think. Then I use the Embossing Editions toolkit, which is this kit here, which comes with, where's my tweezers? I keep my tweezers over here. The tray where you can pour your powder inside. Hold this, pour the powder, thump it off, and then funnel it back into the jar. A brush so that you can brush off the excess powder where you don't want it, and the embossing buddy that you rub on your paper first. So that's all the stuff, and then you stamp in Versamark ink. By the way, I did heat embossing on a recent video. If anyone needs to see how to do that, message me and I'll send you a link to that video. Stamp in Versamark ink, and then you do have to use the heat tool, which I will be using on this card in a different way, the heat tool, to heat it. Okay, so that's what you need for that, but I'm not going to do it because I pre-did it. So that is a circle from Stylish Shapes in basic black, and then we embossed in gold, and what am I trying? Oh, Stylish Shapes does. I know most people here have seen these, but there's always going to be a new person, hopefully. Let's hope. And that's these amazing dies. You have banners, squares, and circles. So I'll have the measurement of that circle in the thing. Okay, so here we go. This technique is extremely easy. It's also, I think, a wow. And also, I've seen other people do this technique, but not with the foil paper. So I'm going to say I invented it for now. I did invent it in my head. I haven't seen it. And I'm calling it the foil emboss stays on technique. Foil emboss stays on technique. So this is the stays on ink pad from Stampin' Up. I mean, we sell it. We didn't invent it. I'm going to put these dimensionals on here and do this thing I should have done a long time ago. Stays on is for non-porous surfaces like glass, plastic, metal, etc. When you stamp on glass, plastic, etc., once it's dry, it's permanent. And so you can stamp on those kind of things with stays on. It comes, we sell it in jet black and a brown. I forget the exact name, but a brown. Saddle brown. Also, it's great for watercoloring. You can stamp in stays on and then watercolor and the ink won't bleed. But just do be careful that don't use it with photopolymer stamps. It's not good. Okay, here we go. Yes, thank you, Lori. Here we go. I got my stays on pad, debossed side. I'm gonna color it. I'm going to swipe, I'm going to tap. This will not dry instantly. Don't be touching it right away. I think just swiping is better, honestly. I don't think I tapped it yesterday. It's not dry yet, so be careful. I mean, it'll come off your hands eventually if you get it on your hands. Look for the spots that are not black, like right there by that flower, and get it more. This is a well-inked Stays-On pad, and it's a newer one. Newer, I mean, I didn't write the date on it, but I've had it a while, but it's not like 10 years old like my other ones. This is the technique. That's it. It's shiny. It's gold and black. That's trendy. Da 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 da. Now, we're just going to heat set it because I have 10 years to wait. I don't know why it takes a minute to dry on here. So when you heat set it, don't put it on 2. And it does curl the paper a little bit. Be aware. But I'm going to put it on number 1. And use my glass mat, which I did not yesterday. And I will grab my, just a sec, tweezers just to help me out here. And you can kind of tell by looking, it'll just get a little less shiny when it dries. Boom. This just speeds up the process. It'll eventually dry on its own, but I was too impatient to time it out. That felt a little sticky, but nothing came on my hand. To time it out yesterday, so I will tell you 4 minutes was not long enough. After 4 minutes, I was like, let me get the heat tool. And yesterday, I had this area blocked, so I did it. I held it in my hand, and the paper curled a little bit more, probably because I was holding it in the air, so that's another tip. I don't want to heat it too much and, like, do something crazy to the paper. I don't know what chemical reactions might happen. So, that's it. That's it. I hope y'all like this. I thought, thank you, Nancy. I thought I was very impressed with myself. I told Scott I made an invention. He was like, okay, you tell yourself that. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to my basic black card base. Yep, I do want this flower up in the corner, although... Oh yeah, I forgot if, no. I think this is, did I say that? I literally don't remember if I said this is the one that matches my markings. But the other card looks just like this, so I'm thinking that's the truth. And it is dry, I'm just being nervous. Okay, so yes, it is dry. I don't feel anything wet. Nothing's coming off on my hand. So just heat it on number 2 or put it aside and walk away and eat lunch or dinner or go for a walk. If you're Linda, you'll just go for a walk. Thank you, Lori. The next one I'm going to show y'all is another technique, but I did 100% copy that technique from somebody directly. I'll give you her name. Okay, so there's that. Let me put my dimensionals on here. We're also going to add some ribbon and embellishment and finish this card. But again, I guess you can, but you don't want to do too much on these cards because then you cover up too much of the flowers. I am putting this right in the center. This one was specific. I remember now. Because I kind of wanted that flower in the middle, so when you put the circle there, it kind of, that flower is not a perfect circle, but it's kind of surrounding the circle. Okay, so there's that. Then we will do, what ribbon? This one, the gold striped mesh ribbon. Gold striped mesh ribbon. I'm going to make a bow out of that. And my embellishment is these, sorry my pack is a hot mess, adhesive backed metallic gems. these right here, and I'll use gold, of course. Okay, so let me make a bow. So this is the foil emboss stays on technique, and you do need to heat set it. Foil emboss stays on technique. Do y'all like it? You like it? Please feel free. Give a like or a thumbs up or anything. I'm gonna tie my bow here. Love this ribbon, so pretty. It's sheer. It's got these little stripes. The scissors were cutting too good. Literally. Did I sharpen these? Cutting a little too well there. Okay. Glue dots. So this bow will go down on the bottom right hand corner of the circle, which is right in the center of the card. And then the gold, so you get gold, copper, and silver embellishments with this. You get small, medium, and large. They just have them like all the smalls. I mean, is it, oh, just small and large. But they have all the smalls at the bottom, all the large at the top. And I've got all these partial packs for some reason. Didn't remember why. Okay, I'm going to grab a small gold. Oh, actually I did two smalls. Two small gold ones. Find where I have them on all these sheets. On the top left of the black corner. Black circle, I should say. That's it. That is it. Tell me what you think. So it's even shiny on the black part because of the foil. Okay, that's card number 3. I'm gonna make one more card. I'm gonna I pre-did a lot on this last card, so I'll show you the technique and then speed it up a little bit to save time, since I'm doing 4 cards today instead of 3. So this one is a basic black card base. This one I learned from Terry Gaines, Terri Gaines. No clue if anyone else has done this or if she originated it, but I did learn it from her, so credit again where credit's due. By the way, I do have some extra samples to share at the end, mainly with, I think, the bundle, and then, but also the folder as well. So I'll show you. Okay, so this card is a basic black card base. Of the gold, but all are beautiful. Thank you, Rosa. Thanks, Corinne. Thank you, Julie. And that does have to be stays on ink for that one that I did. Stays on. Okay, basic black. It will be portrait. And then I have 2 pieces of Darling Duckling here. One is is not embossed, and that will go on the card base, measurements in the email. And the next one is embossed in it's Darling Duckling, and it's embossed with the folder. This is the one, I believe, where it's not going to matter where I emboss it on the folder. So you might get a different section, I think. I think it's this one. Yes. I'll look at my sample here. Yep, this is the one where I'll just emboss it wherever. So just FYI, in case you're like wanting to make the gold one at home yourself, that was the bottom left corner, the gold one, because I wanted that flower in the center. I just forgot. So that's the gold. This was one of the other cards, and this one doesn't matter. Okay. Then this is where I pre-embossed this greeting. I didn't do a great job on my embossing, but to ignore that. This is the Nested Essentials dies, the smallest rectangular pierced edges label in basic black, and I embossed "You're the Best" in gold powder on that one. And then I have a 1/2 inch strip of gold foil to go on this card as well. But we're going to do the technique on this card. So just like before, we're going to use the debossed side, the back side on this one. And this is what Terry did. I'm looking for my stuff. Where did I put it? First step is to color in not the petals, but the other stuff. So we're going to color the leaves and the flower centers. And we have pecan pie light and dark and granny apple green light and dark. And I'm just going to color a couple on here. I'm realizing a flaw, and but it's fine. And then I'll show you the finish. Where's my glasses for my readers? Okay, so these are Stampin' Blends, our alcohol markers. She did use the brush tip, which I do think is best. On this, my Granny Apple, I need a new one. It's very light. But my Granny Apple Light, I'll just still do it anyway. What she did is color some of the leaves light Granny Apple Green and some dark. I have to look real close to see where the end of the leaf is. Oh, I forgot. It was helpful for me to outline it with the outline, or with the solid fine point. And then go in with the light, or the brush tip, I should say. This is a wow if you haven't seen this yet at the end. And then some are dark Granny Apple Green. Pretty much like if they're side by side, do one light and one dark on the leaves. Again, on the debossed side. Be very gentle with the tips of your blends, the brush tips, like don't be pressing hard. Don't worry if it's not perfect, because how you finish this technique off is amazing. Hey, Sue. Yes, no problem. If you just came in, you might have missed my technique I supposedly invented. Okay, so on this one, she didn't and I did not color the under the flower part green. You could. She didn't and I didn't. And then, so it's just the leaves, the thick leaves. I think I'm just going to color those two, but I would also color here, 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 all the leaves green here. And then the centers, we do light pecan. This is my light one, yes. I'll do it down here. Oh, I'm so used to using that end. On the outer part of the center, like it's got like an inner section as well. Oh, yes, light. I got confused for a moment. Light on the outer. Dark on the inner, so this side view has the outer is just a little section of it. And then dark on the center. It'll show up really nice here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the technique. Let me just color one leaf real quick. I'm trying to do it where I can actually use this paper later and not ruin it, but we'll see. I don't know. I think I still might be able to color the ones in that I haven't colored later as well. So you do all your coloring though, the whole thing. And then you take, in this case, find mine, your Memento ink pad. I went ahead and used my original normal Memento ink pad instead of the one I made out of a foam, because it's the same exact technique I just did with the foil, in that you drag and swipe the Memento pad on this paper. and tap. I guess is the word. Drag and tap. And what happens is it turns amazing. Look at it. Look at it. So I think I'm just going to do this one section right here, and then I'll show you my finished piece. You can, you know, fill in. You might even be, if you're particular, you might take a marker in any light spots of the black. I'm not that particular. Or re-ink your pad some. I mean, this is perfectly fine for me. I'm also a very weak person, weak in the hand strength. So you'll probably get more ink than me just by pressing. The detail that magically appears is amazing. It puts all those lines on the leaves and the flowers and the centers, and it just is amazing. And I like her concept of using light. It looks like I didn't even color that leaf. I wonder if I did. It kind of looks like I didn't. Let me see what happens if I throw a little ink on there. But that's the dark. Maybe I'll go light just in case. I don't know what I was saying, but yeah, it's just such a cool look, basically. I'm not sure if that one got colored. I don't think it did, because now it looks more amazing. And that kind of shows you can color after as well. I mean, I don't know if it might even be good to put it to the test and do your coloring after, simply so that you can see the outlines better. And this shows, again, how if you go outside of the lines a little bit, then the black is going to cover it up, so don't stress on that. Maybe coloring after is fine. Maybe. Don't quote me on that, but okay, so that is that technique. Beautiful. This is the one. I'm correct now that I'm not. You may get a different section of your paper embossed when you get this free kit from me. Free kit. Okay, so this one, and remember it was Terry Gaines whose video I saw. Don't know if someone else did it. Now her card had a slightly different layout than mine. I don't remember what was different, but it did not have this yellow layer. It might have had a different color base. I don't remember. But mine, I'm going to attach this to this Darling Duckling cardstock that's slightly larger, and then attach that to my basic black card base. There'll be a thin black border, then yellow, then the technique. Thanks, Ro. Thanks, Nancy. Then we have our greeting and our gold foil. So this one, I'll attach this gold foil. It's a 1/2 inch strip. Down toward the bottom, basically just take a look at your card. Don't cover up too much of a flower. Don't go all the way to the bottom, and leave enough space for the greeting to float above and below it. But you might adjust it depending on the layout of your card. And then dimensionals. I don't want to jinx it, but I have to give Brittany credit. She's been on the other side on the table that's right on the back of this one this whole time. Sleeping, bathing, sleeping, bathing, not even trying to come over here. Okay, I'm going to put this greeting down here at the bottom left, a little bit over from that left side so that some of that gold shows on the left. And then I will grab some ribbon. Yet another ribbon. This is the gold and silver trim, gold and silver trim combo pack. Gold and silver trim combo pack. Of course, I'm going to use the gold, and I'm going to make another bow. So don't forget, this class is free with an order. You'll get the supplies cut and embossed and die cut ready for you to stamp and assemble, plus PDF tutorial to make all 4 cards. It's free with an online order placed today through August 9th. August 9th is the firm deadline on that one. Of course, the in-color sale starts August 5th. If you want to get any of that stuff, or if something you want, Notes and Totes bundle, gallery blooms, and something else came back in stock yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. The washi tape's back in stock. We have a lot of stuff that came back in stock that was on back order. So that's, you know, yet another reason. I'm going to put this bow down in the bottom right corner of the greeting. That's another reason to get on the website. And there is the original I made, so it's a different section of the designer paper, as you can see, and it looks fine. And those are the cards. I do have some extra samples to show y'all. So, which one did you like best? 1, 2, 3, or 4 from today's video? Zoom in. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Number 3 is the foil embossed stays-on technique that I might have invented. Might not, I don't know. I think I did though. Don't forget, thank you, Linda. Don't forget, recipe cards, 9 a.m. tomorrow's email. That is an email all about the ordering special, links to the video, etc. And then scroll down to the bottom and you'll get the recipe cards with the measurements and the supply list for all 4 cards. I just need to change what embossing powder I used on it. But I'll change that before you ever see the email. And then let me share these samples right here with y'all real quick. I'll grab a pen. Sorry, I'm going to make a note. This will help me remember. Okay, so these first 4 samples are from a past team meeting make and takes that I had for my team. So this is the Label Me Grateful bundle mixed with the folder, and there's those acorns I was talking about. So there's that one, and this one, here's the little leaf dies. We use the Two Tone Cardstock, so you can see light and dark of those 2 colors there, and just white on the folder. Of course, you can just do that folder in white, and it's a great background. This one is similar to this one, but not the same, but different, but similar. This is one where you put ink, so white ink, on your embossing folder and then close it up around the paper and emboss it, and the ink transfers. That's a really cool technique as well. And then this is from a team meeting swap. Martha made this card, and she did that dragging technique. So this one right here on the debossed side. And look at what a gorgeous card that makes. That includes this paper, which is part of the in-color sale. This is that foil. It is called Flower Foils or something to that effect. I forgot the name, but it's a foil paper that will be in the in-color sale, as well as these Strawberry Slush gems. Awesome. Okay, and then I, after I did this one, I had done it on a large piece and then trimmed it down, like I told you. I was like, ooh, I want to make another large one and frame it. I had this frame from Dollar Tree for a while now, and I was trying to figure out what to put inside. And I intended it for something else, but that did not work out. So I did this. I could have fit the whole thing in there, but I put a early espresso piece of cardstock behind it and trimmed it down a little. This might actually be where I trimmed this from. I don't know. Maybe I trimmed this from here, but either way, it's the same difference. And I think it needs like a bow or something, but everything I put on front of it, I was like, it covers too much of the flowers, so I'm just going to wait and figure that out later. But anyway, they have these at the Dollar Tree, and it's a really nice frame. It is like glass on the inside instead of plastic like some of their frames. So there's my extra ideas and samples. Again, there's the cards. Free class with an order. If y'all have any questions on anything I talked about today, let me know. As a reminder, my email newsletter will probably not go out until Sunday, probably. I'll try for sooner, but probably not. So, if you're looking for next month's classes to register, you can keep checking the blog as well as look for the email. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Lori. Julie says 3 and 4 are her favorites. Thank you very much. Like them all, but so impressed with 4. I know that is really impressive. It's the wow factor. Especially, it's not as wow when you're coloring, but when you put that black on top, you're like, ah, okay. Can't stop thinking about how pretty other flower folders would be. Oh, yes, girl, that's true. If they just started a flower series, but made them like this where they're large and overlapping. That's true. Think of all the techniques we could do. All right. Thanks to everyone. Have a wonderful week. I don't think I'll be live next week, but I'll update like I always do over on the Facebook group. If I am, it'll be on Wednesday. I'm just anticipating being too busy because it's my retreat week and I have a lot to do. But if I can fit one in, I will. Otherwise, I will see y'all in a couple of weeks with all my new stuff also. Thank you very much. Bye.